Hello, hello, hello. It's that day. It's that time. You know what that means. Welcome, welcome. I'm just going to sit here and work on this project while I wait for you guys to stream in here because Lord knows when you'll get around to it. And
Work on
yes,
this
that
project while I wait for you
is
guys
a
to stream in
dog
here because
in
Lord
the
knows.
background because, it can be perfectly quiet in this house until I go live and then suddenly everything explodes. Typically the way. So I'll just be sitting here working on my project. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do do do. Do do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. Hey, Brave Master, how you doing? How's your day been? What's going on? What are you working on? Fill me in. Just waiting for some other people to walk. Just stroll in here, and then I'll start talking. Delay is really ridiculous. Shoot. Hi, VJ. How are you? How's your day going? What are you working on? How's your week been? And yourself? I just finished those darn socks. Now going back to my biased shawl with colorina. Ah, cool. I love colorina. Which one are you using? Congratulations on finishing the socks. Did you knit or crochet them? Man, this delay is crazy. Jay, I'm good, thank you. How are you? I am working on the Summertime Tea by TL Yarn Crafts in Peach Kobu. I've been looking at that T-shirt, and I don't do a whole lot of garments, but I've really considered doing that one, and I think that were, and the fact you're doing it in the Kobu, that's not a bad idea. I might consider that. But I've got like so many projects on the works right now. I don't know where I fit it in. But yeah, I do like that summertime tea pattern though. And I'm good. Just been busy, you know, working on stuff, planning stuff, the usual. Thank you there. Crocheted, and I'm using the black and gray with the blue and green colorina, and the pattern is called prolongation. Hmm. Hi, Catherine. Hi, Mocha. Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Was just heating up leftover chili for dinner. Yum. We ordered Chinese. It came like 5 minutes before I had to jump on here, so it'll be waiting for me when we're done here. That's okay. I'm not really that hungry right now anyway, so no worries. And what are you working on, Catherine? What's new? How's your week been? And also the delay between when you guys are typing in and I'm seeing it is even worse than usual. So there might be like some gap, and that's why, because I'm waiting for things to actually come through on my screen so I can see what you're saying. I'm enjoying working with Kobu better than Trubu. Yeah, Trubu is yeah, the pure bamboo. It's very slick and it's very splitty, and I can only work with it with like a mat hook, like my clovers work really well with it. Um, but like a slicker hook, it's hard to keep it on the hook. So yeah, Trubu can be tricky, but I love Kobu. But I've told you that a million times. I am a big fan of Kobu. I've got a lot of it, including the peach. Saying hi to Catherine. Ooh, chili on a baked potato. Yum. Working on socks and making doctor's appointments. Oh wow, you really know how to live a life, Catherine. Woo! Party animal. I've uh, I've started several new projects because I can't just work on one thing at a time. So that's what I have been doing. I'm going back and forth between several of them, which is actually kind of fun for me because they're all different, completely. Well, they're all shawls, but they're all completely different patterns. So I never get bored, which is very cool. And one is an old tried and true pattern. The other one is a pattern that I'm kind of making up as I go, sort of. And then the third is a twist on a pattern that I made not several years ago. One of my first patterns. I'm making doing a twist of it. So Catherine's laughing. I'm assuming at my comment. I like the center pool. The True Blue gave me the. Oh yeah, that I did actually did a. I can't remember whether it was a TikTok or an Instagram reel talking about that, the yarn barf and the True Blue. Because yeah, it was a mess. I was like, come on. But no, no. I like both True Blue and Kobu, but yeah, True Blue is rough for a center pull. I do remember that. I do know that, but I like it because I like this. Well, the True Blue Sparkle is a little easier to deal with than regular True Blue, but even the True Blue Sparkle will give you yarn barf. Did you ever check out the Fantasy Jumbo from Hobie? I finally received it, but I'm not starting that yet. The Fantasy Jumbo. No, I haven't. When I go, I love Hobie, but I'm a very creature of habit with them, and I tend to If I'm shopping from Hobu, I'm getting Rainbow Cotton, I'm getting Colorina, I'm getting Horizon, I'm getting Metallico, or I'm getting um, Butterfly, or Butterfly's like one of my all-time favorites. The other one I can never remember the name of. I have a, I know I've got a scan of it here, so right near me somewhere. There it is. Manarola. Manarola. Those are the ones I buy the most. Butterfly being my all-time favorite because I just adore Butterfly. Um, but I love Manarola and Colorina too. So I got plenty of all of those. Matter of fact, this right here is Colorina. This right here is Manarola. And the straw that you can barely kind of see in the corner back there is Horizon. And I'm working with, which now also I need to add to that list. I'm working with a lot of the Sultans. So, but that's one I have not tried yet. I'll have to look into it. It was on Sunday sale. I'm a bargain shopper, so I went crazy and got enough to make a king size blanket. Cool. What color did you get? So I can go look and see what color it is. A lot of people are using Universe for shawls. Yeah, Universe is very popular for shawls. I'm not a fan of Universe, but mainly because I don't like the texture, how it feels, because it's got the sparkle, the thread through it, and it's just a weird feeling for me. So I don't like using it that much. Um, I know they're using Universe XL, which is like the DK, but I've also got the Universe in fingering, which I think I have right here. Oh, let me see if I can reach it. Here it is. Yeah, this is the Christmas Universe, and it's fingering weight. And see how it's got that thread through it? That bugs me. So I should probably find somebody to give this to, because I'm not going to use it because the texture just does nothing for me, and I don't like using it. But yeah, I am noticing a lot of people using Universe for shawls. It's very popular right now. But Hobie's getting pretty popular right now. For a while there, like there were a few of us that were on the Hobie fan train or bandwagon, whatever you want to call it, and other people are like, "What is that?" But now it seems like everybody's buying from Hobie right now, which is cool. Mhm. I got color 6 and 4. My friend had asked me to make her a shawl with fingering Universe. It came out so pretty. It is worked up. It is pretty. I've worked up some swatches, which is how I know that it's not for me as far as using it. But the swatches are pretty. I won't argue that. It's a texture thing for me. Hi, Lori. How are you? Not me. No hobby purchases yet. Catherine, get on that bandwagon already. Jeez, what's taking you so long? Join the rest of us. Come, be assimilated. Be one with us. It's fun. I promise. And you get candy with every purchase. Okay, so Lori, hi. What are you working on? How's your week been? What's going on? And okay, we got enough people here. I think I'll go ahead and start my spiel. So, let's see. My week has been, well, interesting. I mean, actually, no, it has been interesting. It's been pretty normal, actually, which is weird for me because I don't normally have just regular normal weeks. It's just, but yeah, I've just basically been working on projects and planning new projects and doing my client work. I started back in class, well, technically last Wednesday, but the first week I didn't have any assignments, thank the Lord. So it was a pretty low key week. I just had to like do my message board post and respond to other people, and then I had my seminar class last night. So that's been pretty low key. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of crocheting to the point where I almost have to put my brace on because I've been crocheting a lot. One of the things that I worked on was, I know I told you guys before that I had signed up for the Annie's Kit Club, the Meadow Lane uh, sampler Afghan, and I had them piling up behind me. There's like I had like 5 or 6 of them sitting in packages behind me that I hadn't even started yet. So I went ahead and decided that I was going to knock out 2 of those. Well, I want to knock out more. I've gotten 2 done, and so I just wanted to show you those squares. So, and those of you that aren't familiar with Annie's Kit Clubs, each month you get a kit, and there's enough yarn and a pattern to make 3 of the blocks of the sampler Afghan. So all these blocks are going to be part of the Afghan. So there's this one, which is either Suzette or lemon peel. I can never remember which is which, but this one you single crochet, double crochet, um, single crochet, double crochet, skip a stitch, single crochet, double crochet, skip a stitch all the way across. I think that's lemon peel, but it might be the Suzette. They're both very similar, so I can't remember. But I absolutely love the texture of this. The texture, I love the texture of it so much. And then this one desperately needs blocked, so keep that in mind. But I really like the pattern, and I like how it kind of looks good whether you're holding it vertical, because it's really supposed to look like this. But I like it this way too. So that one's neat. And then there's this one, which I don't like as well as the other 2, but I like it. It's not bad. It was fun to do. So that was one. That was 1 month, and I was okay with that one. It was cool. Then I opened the second one. Yeah. So the second one, this, and going by what I'm discovering, you'll find that there's an easy square, an intermediate square, and then what could be considered intermediate to advanced square. This would be the intermediate to advanced square. Okay. And I like this pattern too. I think this pattern's neat. It goes like this. Then there were the other 2 squares. Anybody recognize this? Anybody recognize this difficult pattern right here? Anybody? Anybody? Are you stumped? I mean, I know it looks really hard. It's really complicated, and I bet, like, some of you are amazed that I pulled it off, but somehow I muddled through and got through it. Yeah, it's double crochet. I know you guys know that, but and then the other one that was so difficult and vexing to me, I actually had to make an Instagram and a TikTok about it. An entire square of single crochet. Those of you that know me know what torture this was. This was torture. Oh my God. I really wanted, about halfway through that square, I was rethinking life. That's how much I dislike doing single crochet. Ugh. But those are the six that I finished so far. I'm working on the first one of another month, and then I've got two more packages that I have to work on. So I'm making progress, which is cool. Let me see what you guys are saying. Hobie is the devil. Yes, but it's such a beautiful, soft, enjoyable devil. The cult of Hobie. Come on now. It's not a cult. It's a club. Yeah, club. Yeah. I saved your nerds from tornado warnings on Saturday. All I did was look at the radar and told you what I saw, but I'm glad I helped you out. Yes, Catherine. I know how you feel about Annie's. I am aware. Lori says, I'm working on a summer poncho. We had our end of school brunch at work. The music students played awesome celebratory island music, the steel drums, and xylophones. Great way to end the year. Are you a teacher, Lori? No, that would at least been a slight challenge. No, that's just straight double crochet. Hi, Lucy. Welcome, welcome. If we lived closer, I'd go pull your ear and tell you never buy those kits again. Well, see, now I'm in. I'm committed now. Because see, what happened was, you see what had happened was, as my daughter used to say when she was a teenager and was about to confess to doing something stupid, um, which I'm about to do right now. But anyway, I initially ordered the first kit because I just wanted to try it out. I wanted to see what it was like. So I got the first kit, and I didn't work on the squares. I just opened it and I reviewed it, and I was like, okay, it seems cool, whatever. Well, then I kind of forgot about it, which meant I forgot to like cancel the subscription. So I got the second month. Well, I get the second month, and I'm looking at the squares, and I'm like, oh, I like these. Which, mind you, whichever one that was, I still haven't opened yet or gotten back to yet. So I decided, okay, I'll keep that one. Still forgot to cancel again. I get the third one in the mail. And I kind of sort of like that one. Again, forgot to cancel. So by the time the fourth one came, I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm like 100 and something in already. I might as well just see this through. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of the months and make the stupid Afghan. And then I'm going to do an overall review of the Kit Club. And I'm not going to say a whole lot about it right now. But I will say this. This, and this. And I do have a skein of this yarn left. It's premier anti-pilling acrylic, so it's nice yarn. But these three squares and that extra skein was $31. Those three those three squares and a skein of yarn is not worth $31. Now there are some other more challenging squares coming, and that might make up for the cost somewhat if I'm learning more challenging squares and I'm coming out of it with more knowledge I'm going in. But right now, I can't say I'm all that impressed. But I'm just gonna leave it at that. Because like I said, I'm gonna do a full review of it as soon as like I have all the squares done. And that's gonna be a while. Hi Kathleen, how are you? How's your day been? How's your week been? Let us know. What are you working on? Rory says I'm part of the administration team, not a certified faculty member. I work year round, but summer is planning and professional development. I help kids with post secondary readiness. Oh, cool. Very good. Yeah, schools are a rough place to be right now. Ugh, I'll just leave it at that. So anyway, those are the 6 squares that I've made so far. And then some of you might have seen the video. I reviewed the beginner's crochet kit from Expression Fiber Arts. That was nice. I'm enjoying that. I think I'm going to like hank up that yarn and make that project. For those of you that haven't seen it yet, I'll just give you a quick glance. Let me comment off of here. This is how it came. And you get a pattern and a hook and a hank of yarn. And I went with the hot pink yarn. Bring it out of the bag. And this is the yarn. And it's gorgeous. It is some lovely, lovely merino squishiness. And I got the infinity scarf pattern. So I'm probably going to wind up this hank and probably work on it probably next week. So Kathleen saying, my kids have left. Suddenly, I have completed 2 pairs of socks and started a vest, a top, and another pair of socks, journey socks. I love that pattern. Oh, cool. So you're back to your almost normal routine? So Annie's, your patterns are only $3.99, and then you add synthetic yarn, and now it's over 200 for a kit. Don't spoil my video, Catherine. Shh. Don't do the math. Shh. Isn't that pretty? It's and my lights aren't really doing it justice. If you watch my video, I actually insert a picture of the yarn, and you can really see how vibrant and bright, hot pink it is. It's pretty. Yeah, it's very rough in some ways. Graduation last night helped lift our hopes for a better world ahead when these young people are running things. Yeah. I look at my granddaughter and go, "We're going to need you to like something, right what we've wronged." Although I don't know, I'd love to say my generation isn't a part of it, but that would be a lie because there's a group of my generation. I'm Gen X, by the way. That they're just as complicit as the older generations. Millennials are kind of just scratching their heads right now. I think that's how my daughter feels. She's like, I don't know what to do. So I think we really do need this next generation or the next 2 generations, Gen Z and whatever was it, Alpha, I guess, to just come through and go, y'all are stupid. Move over. Let us do this. And I will gladly do that because somebody's got to write this. I don't know. I've never known normal. It's just a word I know. I can't say I've ever experienced it. You have friends live in Uvalde. They were devastated. I'm sure. That's a lot of families affected by what happened. That's not even a ripple effect. That's a tsunami. When you get that many kids and adults that were just taken senselessly. But like I said, maybe these next 2 generations can figure it out. Maybe the further away we get from stupidity, the easier it will be to deal with it. I don't know. Your son lived there 5 years ago and has friends there. Hope everybody that he knows is okay. I'm a boomer, so I am just seeing each generation react to the last, but I'm always hopeful. Yeah, I do really think that the further away we get from it, the more those generations will be able to look back and go, it was what it was. Why are we trying to hide what it was? You know, and that's what it comes down to. Our past is what our past was. I mean, why are we trying to deny that? Just accept that that's what it was, and that's not how you want it to be now, and move on. Of course, I could go a little further on that, but I won't. But that's what it comes down to me. Our past is our past. We need to accept that's what it was. Nobody's saying anybody has to take blame for our past because none of us were there. But we just need to acknowledge that it exists. You send them off with the message, make good trouble. Oh, yes. Uh, oh, what? John Lewis. Yes. That was his favorite line. He liked to make good trouble. I like to make good trouble too. I totally totally unrelated but related nonetheless. I had a friend that used to make food for the homeless shelter, and one week the health department told him he couldn't do it anymore because he was not um, making the soup in a certified health inspected kitchen. So he devised, but he was told that there's a loophole that although he could not serve a pot of soup to a group of people, an individual person could serve a cup of soup to another individual person. So he made up a batch of soup, and then he recruited a bunch of his friends. My daughter and I were included in this, and we each got a cup of soup, went to the homeless shelter, and handed the cup of soup to a person that was there. We called ourselves the Soup Shiners. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I guess it was a play on Moonshiners. You know, but I'm all about making good trouble. I'll be the one that calls out the stupidity. I'll be the one that I've always been the person that when someone was getting bullied, they came and found me, and I would take care of the bully because I didn't like bullies. So I'm all about making good trouble. So I like that. I like that statement. I'm glad your principal said that to them. Me too. We did the best we can given the circumstances and options we had. Yeah, I've worked in fourth grade classrooms, and that age of kiddos are such giving and hopeful for that age. It's just so sad. Yeah, my granddaughter is going into second grade, and I'm sitting there going, a whole bunch of kids that basically look just like her are no longer here, and why? No sense. Makes no sense at all. But yeah, just have to hope the next generation can do better. So let's see what else I've been working on. So I also, you guys, a while ago I did a video on all of the Cotton Kings that I got again from Hobie. Hobie's all their age, and so I started making projects with a couple of them. I have this Sultan right here, which is very pretty, and for some reason, to me, it screamed virus shawl. So I'm working on the virus shawl, and it's going to be a while for the color changes. But I have a feeling that when the colors start to change, the end of this virus shawl, the outside of it is going to be outstanding. So I will keep you posted. And I also am working with this Sultan, and with this one, this is Granny Stitch at quarter to corner. I don't know what I'm making. I don't know if I'm going to make this a shawl. I don't know if I'm going to make. I don't know what I'm going to make with it. I'm just kind of playing along with it just for fun. And then I have a third one I'm working on, but I'm not going to show that to you because that's kind of a surprise. I'm not showing that to anybody until it's done. So you'll just have to wait for that one. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. I made squares. I'm working on shawls. Um, I'm designing another shawl that I want to do. Probably a crochet along for like come fall. So that should be fun. Yeah, I don't know either. I think it's going to be really pretty. Which one, the blue or the gold? I'm pretty sure you're talking about the gold. It is pretty. I'm finishing up a 3 panel blanket, just doing the border now. Cool. What did you use to make it? And what colors is it? So those are the finished objects and works in progress that I have. You like the blue? Okay, yeah. It's pretty. It's that kind of deeper teal color that I really like. Can I just say I really hate the yarn donut? Do you? I don't mind it. Um. Oh wait, you mean this cake or do you mean the donut like colorina comes in? Because those annoy me. Or like this donut. What donut do you mean? Because this donut makes me want to scream. The cake donut, not so much. I don't have much problems with it. The donut that I'm making the virus shawl out of, really, it doesn't phase me. I don't have much problems with them. They actually collapse pretty well. Why do you hate them? Of course, my problem with the donut that I showed you of the Metallico, this one, is that Metallico itself is sticky. So when you're trying to center pull with it, you get it's not that big to begin with, and then when you get yarn barf, you're like the yarn barf is pretty much the entire donut. Ugh. And then it's sticky, so it wants to like stick to itself and get all tangled. So I get a little frustrated with it. I still love Metallica though. Yeah, Colorina is another one that does it. It sticks to itself in its donut and makes things difficult. And yes, you are hearing dogs whining in the background. No dogs are being harmed. They're just outside and they're not happy. Oh well. Um, I'm busy. I can't chase them around. They're not quite 6 months old, and you can't just leave them to their own devices unless you want anything and everything they can put in their mouth shredded. So they're gonna stay outside for a little bit. Okay, so let's see. Those are my works in progress. Those are my finished objects. Um, I've got a bit of a rant, and it's based on these actual Cotton Kings and Hobie in general. So obviously, you guys have seen there's been a million unboxings of Hobie Cotton Kings. Everybody's doing them. I mean, I've done too. You know, the the unboxings themselves are great because I love watching what everybody's getting. But here's the thing: people who order mystery bags and are upset that they didn't get the colors they want. It's a mystery bag, which means what you're getting is a mystery. So I'm not quite sure why you're upset that what is in the mystery bag isn't aren't colors that you might particularly buy on your own. You see, when I did my own bagging, I had a mystery bag, but I also had four other cakes that I bought because they were the colors I wanted, and therefore, if I didn't get colors I really wanted in the mystery bag, I wasn't disappointed because I wasn't anticipating getting the ones I wanted. I knew it's a mystery bag. You get what you get, and admittedly, a couple of the ones that I got in my mystery bag, I'm like, these are so not my colors. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this, but you know, I went ahead and bought the ones I wanted. I mean, case in point, oh, ouch. Like, I knew I wanted this, and I knew I wanted this. Therefore, I bought this and this. Did I get those in my mystery bag? No. I didn't get any of the colors that I bought that I wanted in my mystery bag. But it was a mystery bag. Why? It would be crazy to be shocked. I would have been more shocked if I would have gotten the colors I wanted in the mystery bag. I mean, it's just how it is. Because most mystery bags are clearance items or the colorways that don't sell as much as the popular ones. Why would you put the popular skeins of a yarn in a mystery bag? Because like the mystery bag's like $40. So you get four skeins for $40. Why would you put a skein of your most popular yarn colorway that you could sell for $21 in a mystery bag and basically lose half of that? You know, some thought needs to go into that. I think before people get disappointed and upset that the colors they really wanted weren't in the mystery bag. I was just kind of the first couple of ones I was like whatever, but I was like 3 or 4 videos in, and I'm going, guys, they're mystery bags. You're going to get what you get. I don't understand being upset if like you don't get the colors you wanted. Um, Find somebody that likes them, give them to them. Put them in a giveaway. Donate them. You know, or here's a concept. Try working with colors that you normally wouldn't work with. You may change your mind. You may grow an appreciation for them. Who knows? But I kind of shook my head at some of those videos. Like, you know, I was confused. Maybe it's just me. Won't be the first time. Now, what you got saying? For every 5 clusters I crochet, I spend 15 minutes dealing with barf from the inside, getting tangled up with the chunks that fall off the outside. I you probably can't see it because it's clear, but I've taped down the thread on the outside of this one. I tape it down. I use 3 different brands of acrylic: Red Heart, Aran Fleck, loops and threads, impeccable, toasted almond variegated, and pound of love taupe. Hmm. So taupe, an almond color, and what color would Aran Fleck be? Or I guess it's Fleck. Is it like a tan? That sounds pretty though. You loved your mystery bag? That's cool. A lot of people did. A lot of people loved their mystery bags. A lot of people were excited with what they got. But there are also a few people that I saw that were like, "Oh well, I don't like any of these colors, but it's a mystery bag." So I'm like, "Yeah, it's kind of risky run." Which is why I've watched so many Lion brand mystery boxes. I am not going anywhere near them right now because they are filled with everything I dislike. Homespun. Okay, I like Rewind. It's okay, but I'm seeing a whole lot of Homespun and a whole lot of that eyelash yarn, and I despise both of those. So you won't see me getting a Lion brand mystery box anytime soon because I'm no Homespun. Oh man, I can't describe how much I dislike homespun. I just can't. Words do not exist to express how much I dislike homespun. Yeah, it's a mystery. That's part of the mystery. You got four salt and deluxe. Cool. I got two salt and deluxe and two salt and shadows, which I was fine with. They're just silly. You buy it because it's a mystery. I've gotten yarn I never would have purchased, and I like them. I can only think there are those who would buy mystery bags just to have something to fuss about. It's really kind of fun. Yeah, you're right. And I like the ones that are like, oh, I hope I get, and they pick a certain color, and it's like, of course, that color is not going to be in any of the colorways, right? And sure enough, it never is. And they're like, oh, well, I didn't get my favorite color, but, and I'm like, no, you didn't. But, you know, oh well. Yeah, Crystal will just keep buying them till she gets the color she wants. Yeah, Crystal is just loves buying them in general. Crystal is a true love of mystery bags. Even if it's colors she doesn't like, she will figure out something to do with it, whether it's put it in a giveaway or use it, to make something for someone else or to donate. Yeah, her mystery. Yeah, it's funny. Mystery bags, grab bags are made of leftovers, unsolvable, and overstock. How can people be upset? They get what they pay for. Yeah, pretty much. Tan with multicolored flecks. Oh, that sounds really pretty. I don't understand people complaining about the colors in the mystery box. If you aren't open to surprise, don't ask for a surprise. Exactly. Yeah. It's called a mystery box or a surprise box for a reason. It's a mystery what's in it. And you're either up for a good mystery, whether it be have a good ending or a bad ending, or you're not. I personally love them. Even the ones that are colors that I don't particularly like, I still like the bags. I like the idea of it. And it's yarn. It's more yarn. Everybody loves yarn. And you never know. You get that scan and go, what use do I have for this? And then like a week or a month later, you see something and you're like, I have the perfect scheme for that. What do you know? It's happened to me more than once. The only bag I would buy is Hirschner's sock yarn bag. I always make socks. That makes sense. I mean, yeah. I mean, if you make a lot of socks and buying the mystery socks, sock yarn bag would make perfect sense, especially if you're not like that committed to a color. I bought a Mary Maxim mystery a couple of years ago. I still have some of it, just waiting for it to tell me what it wants to be. Yeah, I've got some yarn like that too. Um, I've got some Malabrigo back here that I want to use it, but I'm waiting for the project that it says, okay, this is why you bought me. Let's go. I'm waiting for that, which is weird because I love working with Malabrigo. It's like one of my favorite yarns to work with, but I've got these certain two color combinations that I know are going to go together, and I know there's a pattern out there for it. I just haven't discovered it yet, so I'm waiting for that. But otherwise, I've been working with it already because I love Malabrigo. Um, so that was my kind of not really a rant, just I was confused by all the people that were disappointed that they weren't getting the colors they wanted in the mystery bag. As for anything else going on in like the yarning world, the yarny community, uh, the Facebook groups have been pretty quiet. Um, the girl I talked about last week that had posted the pictures of the items she made and got a whole lot of criticism, she took them down. and then reposted, she's back to posting full on, and it's driving some people crazy, and I'm living for it because she's just posting all these tops that she's making, and people are like, you know, not they stopped saying things. Now they're just putting like care and angry emojis on her posts, which is so passive aggressive. Oh my goodness! But like, look, you don't have the body to rock it. You don't have the body to rock it. You don't have the ability to make it. You don't have the ability to make it. But why are you trying to like take her down because of your insecurities? I don't get it. I just don't understand why people go out of their way to be obnoxious and mean to other people. If you want your cup of tea, then drink the coffee. You know, nobody says that you have to like everything somebody makes, and just because you don't like what they're making does not mean that you really have to give your opinion. You know, you can keep that to yourself. Go drink your oolong tea and leave the green tea drinkers alone. Good grief! I priced out one of my mystery bags and I got $100 worth of yarn for 40. Yeah, the Hobie bags. It's like $41 for the bag, and you get four skeins of let's say they're doing the Cotton Kings. You get four skeins of the Cotton King Sultans, either Sultan Shadow, Sultan Deluxe, or the regular Sultan, and those go for $21 a cake. So you got like $85, and you paid 41 for it. It's a deal. It's a serious deal. We need to hold each other up, not tear each other down. Well, yeah, I agree, but unfortunately, you have these people out here that think that crochet should be all granny square all the time, and the only clothing you should ever crochet are sweaters, basically, either pullovers or jumpers, as the Brits would say. You know, don't make a halter top out of crochet. Don't make a bathing suit out of crochet. Oh, clutching their pearls. I mean, come on now. There's more you can do with crochet than granny squares and the granny stitch. There's a reason there's a million. I mean, I've got a book that's got 500 different stitches in it. You know, there's a reason for that. There's a reason that there's umpteen different stitches because it's not all supposed to look the same. Not everybody's not supposed to do the same thing all the time. You know, yes, everything's based on single crochet, double crochet, and half double crochet. But how you combine those together is what makes crochet unique. And there's nothing wrong with people combining those stitches in different ways and making different things. I don't understand the pushback. I don't understand clinging to what this is 1975. You know, we can make things more than hats, scarves, gloves, sweaters, and toilet paper cozies. It's okay. You can branch out. No one will hate you. You can also branch out and actually use different kinds of yarn. You don't always have to use 4-weight yarn. Worsted weight isn't the only yarn out there. There's DK, there's sport, there's fingering. Although, you know, I'm really not one to talk about that much because I'm not a fan of anything under a DK. But I do use a DK. And then I use bulky and super bulky, which means I actually have some big hooks. There's more than a 5 millimeter hook out there too. But some of these crocheters, if it can't be done with worsted weight and a 5.5 millimeter hook, they don't want to be bothered. And Lord forbid you actually use a hook other than just a plain old metal one. Oh no. What? You mean I actually have an Addy hook? Not that. Oh, what? A clover hook? Okay, clovers are allowed. Clovers are the only way that you can deviate from regular metal hook and still be allowed to participate as far as some of these people are concerned. You know, and then like a furls hook, paying $30 something for a hook, that's unheard of. That's insane. Just go and buy the $2 one from Walmart, or if you're feeling generous, go ahead and pick you up a Susan Boy with a wood hook. I mean, some people are actually like using these now, but so many people are like, if it's not like a regular metal hook, then I won't be bothered, and I don't get it. Expand your horizons, people. Live a little. Good grief. But yet, my Addy hooks, people are like, "That's how do you use that? I don't understand how you use it. I don't understand how you use the hook." Well, it's not hard. You pick it up, you crochet. The end. Let's see what you got saying. If you can't say something nice, scroll on. Yeah, you know what? You're supposed to do that. But too many people think that their opinion is so important that they just have to bring somebody down so they can share their opinion. You know, they're out here trying to save the world, I guess, one snarky comment at a time. Gee, thanks. We need to be nicer, and like Thumper's mother said, if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all. Yep, I agree. But a lot of people don't subscribe to that. It's such a shame there are those who limit rather than appreciate. I agree. I always try to scroll on, but those insanely icky Chef's Club videos get my blood boiling. Chef's Club videos? Explain, please. Hey, Crystal, right? Hi, Divergent Crafter. If you can rock the crochet bikini, you go for it, but not for my plus size body. Or me either. You wouldn't. I wouldn't wear anything she posted, but the fact that she could, if I had a body like that, I'd be crocheting all kinds of stuff. But she was just this cute little. She couldn't have been any more than 25. She was like 25 years old, but she still had you know the young 20s. Life is ahead of me. I don't have any stretch marks yet. Body. So yeah, rock that stuff. Go ahead. Rock it twice for me. There's the Mocha rant we were waiting for. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It always comes eventually. Hooks are a tool. Tools vary. Sheesh, people. Yeah, I know, right? But no, it should only be, according to some people, a metal hook. And the only argument about the metal hook that you're allowed to have is whether it's a boy or a Susan Bates. That's it. That's the only way you're supposed to deviate. A boy or a Bates. That's it. Kind of like if you guys saw the Blues Brothers movie, the original, and they show up at the bar to play, and Elwood asks, "So what kind of music do you play?" And the woman behind the bar goes, "Oh, we play both kinds, country and western." It's the same thing. "Oh, what kind of hook do you use?" "Oh, I use both, boy and Bates." Really? Okay. Oh, great. She's going to send me a link. I'm sure I'll have something to worry about next week. Cool. So yeah. Other than I don't know how I managed to get a rant out of that, but they've been relatively quiet. I can't think of anything that other than the passive aggressive emoji use, that I can think of that really set me off. No, I really can't think of anything. So, have you guys seen anything annoying that I should know about that I haven't noticed? Anything going on in the YouTube streets that I haven't witnessed or heard about? You use everything but furrows, and furrows don't work for you due to pencil hold. I don't like furrows either. I have them because I bought them because everybody was like, "Oh, furls, 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 furls." So I bought. I have the Odyssey and what's another one? The swing line, or whatever it's called, swing line, slim line, whatever. I don't like either of them for various reasons, and that I'm not going to go into. Cause I actually do have a video coming out that I explain why I don't like furls. As well, it's part of a hook series I've got going on. But yeah, I'm not a fan of either of them, but I have them, and I even have the Odyssey. The one I just showed you was a 5.5. But I also have it in a 9 millimeter, and the hook itself is stunning. It's a gorgeous hook. Why is it crooked? Oh wow, look at that. You'll see that it's got a bend in it. Well, that's unfortunate. I paid a little too much for this thing to be bent. Yeah, look, it's got that gap in it. And you gotta just watch me take it out of the box. So it's not like it's been sitting here. Anyway, it's pretty, but I don't like using it. Now I'm looking at the other one. Is it bent? No, this one's fine. That's just weird. But anyway, back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm not a fan of furls. That's what I was saying. I'm actually, I have tulips too. I really like my tulips, Atimas. I'm still using the hook and what that I can find. They're pretty, but no use for me. Oh, I'll use them in an Instagram post in a heartbeat. Yeah, I will use them with a finished object in a minute because they photograph gorgeously they're a really nice touch. But I'm not using them. I have fake clovers, and I like that the rubber keeps the end of the hook from digging into my hand. I have some fake clovers too. I've got real clovers. I've got fake clovers. I've got clover soft touch. Hang on, Marley, 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 and Kira. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of noise. Stop. You would think that it was like rainy and miserable out there. It's nice and warm. The sun is just gone down. They've got food. They've got water. They've got toys. I don't know. Oh, good grief. But yeah, I've got real clovers. I've got fake clovers. I've got addies, both the short neck and the long neck. I've got furls. I've got tulips. I've got Susan Bates. I've got boy. I have a lot of hooks. A lot of hooks. But I just like having different kinds of hooks so that you know when depending on how my hand feels, I can get that a grip that suits me and not have to like put down my work. So I've got a lot of hooks, a lot of them. Yeah, there would be great photo props. Yeah, they are great photo props. That's about it. They're pretty, but they're not useful for me at all. But mom, you're talking to other people than them. Yeah, I know. Well, they'll live. they spend their days literally chasing me around the house. I don't know if you're here. They're like two not quite 6 month old puppies, and one's name is Kira, and the other one's name is Marley. And they literally just chase me around the house all day. Now, mind you, they're not quite 6 months old, but they're the size of a medium sized dog already. Because their mom is a half. What are you, puppy? Half box. She's a boxweiler. She's half boxer, half Rottweiler. Their dad is a champagne pit bull. So Poppy, the mom, is a medium sized dog. Zeus, the pit bull, is a beast. He's a big boy. So they're going to be decent sized dogs. And like I said, they're 6 months old and they're about the same size as their mom. So when you get a dog that size that is still trying to figure out, how to run and not flop onto the floor, like when they go from the living room into the kitchen, and the kitchen floor is a little slicker than the living room, and they hit the floor and they slide across it, it's hysterical. Or they try to get a running start from the kitchen to go into the living room, and they're just kind of like spinning their paws. That's hysterical. But that's a lot coming at you when it's two of them and they're not quite sure of their footing yet. So yeah, I spend my day like literally tripping over these dogs. So the fact that they're outside with their food, their water, their toys, and a covered porch on top of the yard, I don't feel bad for them. They'll be all right. But no, they want to be in here underneath me or underneath my daughter or chasing my granddaughter around or playing with their mom and dad. But good grief. Are you going to do a video on how to wind up a hank for beginners? You could use the lovely Hank from Expression Fiber Arts. I might. I'm not that great at winding hanks. I'm gonna admit that. Um I mean I've got everything. I've got a Swift, I've got the cake baller. I know how to do it. I'm not quite sure I'm comfortable enough doing it to actually do a video, but I might. At least show how to set up the Swift. I might do that. Yeah, they're adorable. They're cute. They look nothing alike other than like how a dog's personality comes through, and they have the same personalities, so they kind of look alike in that regard. But otherwise, Marley is tan. Marley looks very boxer mastiffy in the face. She's like the dark snout and jowls and the dark ears. Um, Akira Kira, on the other hand, looks like a Rottweiler. She's black with the tan legs and the brown eyebrows. I'll take a picture and insert and show it to you. I don't have one right. Do I have one? I don't think I have one right now. Not a recent one anyway. Let me look. I might. But yeah, Kira looks like a Rottweiler, and Marley looks more like a boxer, basically. They're both cute. I don't have one right now. I'll take one and I'll show it to you next week. Because I'm sure they'll be pitching a fit next week too. But yeah, they've got similar personalities, so they're fun to be around, and they're good dogs. And we're getting ready to put them in training courses so that we can take them around out in public and stuff. But they're puppies, and puppies are just goofy and want to be underneath you and live to trip you and think it's funny when you fall over on them and you have to chase them around the house because they got your shoe. I'd forgotten the joys of having a puppy, and now I've got the joys of a puppy times two. Kira, stop. Zeus, go take care of your child. Oh, they are just relentless right now. I love big dogs. I had a Great Dane. I like Great Danes. Great Danes are awesome. Um, I love big dogs too. I want a Mastiff, and one day I'll have one. But I'm not quite sure I'm going to have a Mastiff with these two. Because technically, Marley's my dog, Kira is my daughter's dog. But they stay together because, well, they've been litter mates their whole lives. But eventually, like, we'll be living in separate houses. So I don't know. We'll have to see how Marley. I think Marley will do with another dog. Kira, stop! I know it's you. Oh, these guys are not happy. When they run through the house, yeah, they do. They shake the entire house. Okay, now it's Marley. Marley, stop! Okay, guys, let me get through and see what the rest of you guys are saying. We have to a lab in the Grand Pyrenees. Oh, the amount of shedding that you experience. Oh, good grief. You could even show how to do it over a chair, too. Yeah, I could, but that's a nightmare. I've had to do it over a chair a couple of times, and I really don't want to do it again if I can help it. But I might. We'll see. I've got enough hanks here that I could actually do it. I can do more than one demonstration. I have a full-blooded boxer and a boxer Australian Shepherd mix. So you know what the chaos is like, and how hyper they are, and how they like to play and be underfoot. My cakes all end up looking wonky, but I need a better winder. I just got an inexpensive one, and it's not the best quality. I've got the Nick Crate one. The first one I had was like a I don't know, it's a generic Walmart knockoff that was okay. The Nick Crate one's really nice. So I was glad that I upgraded to the Nick Crate one. You have a feral cat right now. We have cats that hang out here, which is a good thing because I live on an island, and well, with living on an island, you end up with a rodent issue. Cats kind of keep that at bay a bit. Tension makes a difference while winding. I also like to put a bead to keep the strings together while crocheting. I do the bead thing too, especially with the thinner yarn. I put a bead on it so that it comes through the bead and it's less likely to tangle. So yeah, bead's a good idea. Gotta get ready for bed. First professional development meeting early tomorrow. Good night. Good night, Lori. Thanks for being here. I put a sweater over the chair so the yarn has something to hold on to. I did it for a few years that way. I never thought about putting a sweater over the chair. That's a good idea. I'll have to incorporate that. I call the pup a crackhead due to the endless energy and chaos. Yeah, that yeah, it's crazy. And when they're all like on it and they're all running through here insane, it's just like you just gotta get out of the way because otherwise you can get mowed over. I mean, they'll feel bad later, but the damage is done by then. Okay, y'all, we've been here for an hour and 15 minutes. It's been fun, but as you can hear, these dogs are demanding to be let in so that they can create some chaos before bed. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Plus, I'm hungry and my Chinese food's calling me. So thanks for being here, guys. This was fun as usual. Um, I'll be back next week to do this all again. There's probably gonna be a video or two coming from me sometime this week, so you can look out for those. Um, and I'll probably see you in some chats or some lives from other people because I'm going just a little more often than I used to. So thanks for being here. I will see you guys in the YouTube halls, or otherwise, I will see you here next week. Take care, everybody. Bye.